rookie year on the championship tour. 5th place in Abu Dhabi, definitely a standout. You know, that was an event that it's truly a wild card event, because that's a place, a venue that no one's ever had a contest at before. Straight back into an exchange right off the buzzer. Bettylou Sakura Johnson going up against Isabella Nichols. Isabella on the first set of this heat. This one is running down the line, super smooth and stylish, even through a foamy face. Beautiful cadence. Really nice and smooth throughout. A great starter kit for Isabella Nichols. She jumps off her board. Replay. Jesse, Isabella Nichols right here. I really like the cadence. Didn't oversurf this wave, did everything just right.
Yeah, she did. The only downside to that wave, I feel like there's a little bit more scoring potential because of what's going to happen in a little bit. She started off well with a critical turn right off the bat. The wave gets a little bit slow, and right here she gets indecisive to maybe do a half turn and go down the line, but she should have just finished in that critical part of the wave, because she can't get around. And like we've been mentioning, the judges are going to remember that last maneuver that she did, and right here she goes a little bit early, and the wave doesn't have too much curve for her to actually lay on her rail the way she's capable of. So she did that because she was thinking about 2 turns, and which it happens a lot of times, but in that situation she should have delayed herself just a touch more to be more aggressive and in the more.
And then we turn back to the outside. Bettylou Sakura Johnson. Big carve to start that wave. She's out. Love to see a quick exchange.
It's super fun, and it's always learning.
No doubt. We're about to learn something right here from Isabella Nichols. Patience pays off. She gets around that section and pulls out. It's just a little late, a little deep. And that wave definitely flattened off down the line, so I think that was the right choice for her to get out of that one. 27 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Isabella Nichols could be right in the zone. She gets it, but gets bucked off her board.
Looks like a bigger one out the back.
Regardless of what level you're at, sometimes you just don't have a choice about it. The wave decides for you, throws her off her board. But Bettylou, quick reaction time. She finds herself now on a screamer. Big snap carve to start. Cranks it off the bottom. Another high arc for Bettylou Sakura Johnson. Here's where she's going to wait for it to develop in front of her. Drops the shoulders, see that nothing more is going to happen. She's out.
The wave before was so big, so you can see it as she took off already. It was a lot of whitewash on the face of it, which it helps. Now you having the criticalness on the beginning, and then the wave just kind of died out. There's so much water from the previous wave that filled in that the wave just kind of died out. She did as much as she could with the opportunity she had in front of her, but needs to get back out there, because I don't see that being on her top 2.
Maybe in the last decade, you guys have been going off. And here we go, speaking of going off, can Isabella Nichols clean things up? That's a great start. High impact turn with an airdrop. Follows through with a carve. This wave getting nice and clean through to this inside section. Tapering off a little bit. Just keeps working. No time or space wasted. Looks like it's going to develop to something nice on the inside. Settles for a layback snap, but a good, clean finish. I like the thought process there from Isabella Nichols. Push it in the right spots. Keep it fluid. That's going to definitely delete that 0.50. It can. He said it. I believe him. Let's take a look back at Isabella Nichols. This 6.67. Pretty exciting wave here. Kind of a mix of all her skills.
Yeah, that first turn was really good. That's probably where I think a lot of the score comes from, with all that commitment on that first section. And yeah, just linking all those turns together and finishing strong right there.
I like that confidence in the finish.
And I was mentioning on the previous wave, the 5.5 that she had, that she was a little bit ahead of its time. And this first turn, you can exactly know what I was talking about. She delayed herself. She was going down the line. She didn't stomp on the brake, but she let the board glide a little and gave herself a little bit of separation to actually time at the most critical part of that wave, which like Jackson just mentioned, that's where all, or at least 60% of this score came from, that one big turn. And that's all because of the reading, the timing, and how she was capable of noticing that she needed a little bit more time on the bottom turn to not get up too early. So you're talking about adjustments that you make throughout the heat as far as like choosing waves and whatever, knowing the lineup, but also they're doing warm place and back to a cold place in completely different scenarios. But we'll get back to that. Oh, I guess we can go straight to it. How many boards are you bringing on your quiver in order for you to have to deal with every condition of completely different scenarios in the next 3 stops on tour?
He's done so well out there. Here we go. Bella's going. Looks like a really good wave. Ooh, nice turn. Little hung up. Second turn, really good. First wave of the set, little bit of bump, but looks like it's doubling up really nicely. That was a great turn right there. Still rifling through the inside, and oh, really nice finish right there. She's gonna like that one for sure.
What a gift to give
Jackson. And you give way, and out the, you can see this from the outside, just fins flying, spray flying out the back of this wave. Solid read here for Isabella Nichols.
I mean, very easy for everything to go wrong up to this point, and then gets bully, gets clean, hits that inside section. She's just going to town and finish it off very strong. Notice once again, she delayed herself in between the transition of the one before last turn to the last one. Right here, it feels like she's going to lose the rail because it's so bumpy, but she makes sure that she's nice and composed on top of the board. And this is when things start to...
Probably had a good visual of this wave, and I think she dodged one because that was about to be a super radical turn, but it turned into a pretty hectic wipeout there. Here we go. This is Bettylou. That right there was a ferocious opening turn. Her best wave. So with 25 seconds left, I mean, it's never over till it's over. Either way, it's always a treat to get to watch Bettylou Sakura Johnson surfing like that. By far her best wave. Incredible surfing from Bettylou.
I think this could be a turning point for her to realize she needs to be angry.
I'm super excited for this first quarterfinal. Yago Dora, Matthew McGillivray. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.